Hi guys! What do you think of my new hair? It's so short. I got it cut a couple of days ago and I actually wanted it a little bit longer than this is. Took a little bit of getting used to because it wasn't what I wanted, but now I really like it. I like that it's short and it's currently really hot right now. Probably nothing for most of you watching, but for the Netherlands it's pretty hot, and I have to say I really like that it's short and doesn't get in my way anymore. And I've got my bangs back, which are already misbehaving and not really looking the way I want them to. But anyway, enough about my hair. I hope you like it. I like it. The reason why I'm making this video about a book series is because I got this package in the mail a while back, 1 or 2 weeks back already, I think, and I was supposed to make a video about it, but I didn't have the time. I've been really insanely busy lately. All good things, by the way. Traveling more and everything, and a lot of fun things, but I'm showing you the back, by the way, so you don't see our addresses. But basically, I've got the 3rd book in the Dream World series, and if you don't know what that is, I'm going to talk about it right now, so you're at a good place. So I just call it the Dream World series, but it's actually the Between series. And I have these 2 copies already. This is actually, I think you call it the galley proof. It's uncorrected proof, so limited distribution, not for sale, so it doesn't have the pretty cover and everything. It's simple green, but I got this from Kerry Schafer. She's the author, and I sort of know her, not really, but we're kind of Twitter buddies, and we've done some writing sprees together and kind of have this tiny little group where we occasionally talk to each other, like, have you written anything, how's it going with your writing, and kind of try to stimulate each other to keep writing. And so yeah, so I got this book. It's actually inscribed to me, to Nora, and it has a really interesting typeface. I'm hoping I'm allowed to show this. I think I am. You can see like the pages have a lot of space around it. I'm not sure why. Maybe so you can make notes. I don't know. But anyway, this was the 1st copy, and the 2nd copy I just bought like a normal person, and it has the pretty cover, the pretty shiny cover. So first I'm gonna talk a little bit about the book, the series, to get you interested, and then show you part 3 that I just got in the mail with some goodies. So the book is about this woman called Vivian, who works at an ER, and her life is, you know, pretty normal-ish. She has really weird dreams though, really vivid dreams. And everything kind of changed when she comes to her work, and there's this boy being carried into the ER, and he has all these burns that she recognizes as dragon burns. And the boy is actually mumbling about dragons, and then he completely dissolves, his skin dissolves before her eyes, which was really vividly written. Not in a bad way, by the way. It was a little bit gory, but I really like that you could really visualize it. It was really well written, and that continues throughout the series, that a lot of scenes you can really actually picture it instead of just having a little bit of a fake description, but it's not overly descriptive either. I'm probably not making any sense, but anyway. So basically you find out that Vivian's mother has been talking to her about this place called Dream World, and the Between, which is the place between sleeping and dreaming, and she never believed her, but her dreams are starting to blur. The edge between reality and dreams is starting to blur. Mostly, you know, dragons. There is this man that she's had dreams about for ages, and then suddenly she meets him in real life, which is interesting. His name is C, and I absolutely love this character because not only does he own a bookshop, which, come on, he also paints, which is awesome, and he also had dreams about Vivian. So it is a fantasy story, but it's fantasy unlike most fantasy stories I've read. It deals partly in our world, but mostly in this dream world, and I don't know, it's just a fresh perspective on fantasy and on dreams and on dragons. It's not the cutesy dragons. I actually wrote a review about the book, and I worded it pretty well, if I do say so myself. So I'm just gonna read that to you. Let's see, where was it? Oh yeah, I said in my review that you can find it on Goodreads. If I haven't uploaded yet, I made a video about how I use Goodreads, and it's either going to come up really soon or it's already up, and I will link my Goodreads account there so you can actually go there and see my review if you're interested. So what I wrote was, did I also mention that this book is filled with dragons? Not the cute, be my best friend and we'll ride the skies together kind of dragon that you find in a lot of books these days. But old-fashioned, really nasty, I'll bite your head off and roast you for dinner kind of dragons. Um, which I really liked, because in a lot of recent fantasy series, dragons are, they might still be really dangerous, but the main character usually befriends them, or one of the characters, like you have Daenerys and her 3 dragons, you have Aragon, the dragon rider, you had 2 German books that I read which had dragons in them. One of them is also translated in English, I think. But anyway, a lot of dragon books that I've read recently kind of had nice dragons in them, which is fine. Perfect. But it was also nice to see, like, the, you know, the I'm gonna eat you and run away screaming, if you can, kind of dragons. You know, fire breathe in, eat humans, those kind of dragons. And if that wasn't enough to convince you, there is also one little cutesy character that at first I was a little bit hesitant about, because he seemed a little bit out of place, kind of like a cartoon in, you know, those movies that have real life people and then had cartoon things around them and takes a while to get used to, those old Disney movies. It kind of reminded me of that, because there's this penguin called Poe that Vivian took out of her dreams, and it's such a cute, adorable penguin. And how often do you get a penguin character in a book? Not often. But yeah, I think that's all I want to say about the series without giving too much away. That's just book 1, because if I talk, and even just the beginning of book 1, if I talk more about book 2 and everything, then I'll give too much away. So now it's time to open the envelope, which I already did, and show you guys. So for those of you who don't know, the 3rd book in the series was actually cancelled by the publisher, and because there are a lot of readers who really want to know what happened, me being one of them, Kerry set up this, what's it called again, crowdfunding, this crowdfunding site that's really obvious and a lot of people use. You know what I mean, that people could donate money and then get something in return, and I donated money and got the book in return, book 3 in paperback version, and I really love the cover. I like that it's still similar to the other covers, also to the first one, which I don't have, obviously. But it was someone else who designed it, so I really like that. And you can see a dragon there, I think. I haven't read it yet, obviously, or not obviously, I had it for 2 weeks. I haven't read it yet because I had been waiting to make this video, and I have a to-be read pile that you would not believe, but it's probably gonna find its way to the top there. This one is also inscribed and signed. It says, to Noortje, keep writing, keep dreaming, Kerry. So I probably have to meet her someday and have her sign the 2nd book, because otherwise my series is incomplete. One of the other things that you got if you helped her get this book on the market and get it published, is that your name would be in the acknowledgements, and you're probably not going to be able to find it. It's funny, by the way, like there's a whole page full of names and you immediately spot your own. Probably not gonna be able to see it, but I want to show you anyway. There. Noortje de Graaf, that's me. So that's pretty cool. I'm in a book! Guys, I'm in a book! So yeah, that's part 3, and I think it's just on sale now, probably. I'm gonna have to check that. I assume it's on sale somewhere on Amazon, probably, and not just people who gave money to get published got the book. So if you're interested in that, if you have the other books and didn't know that the 3rd book was coming out, I'll leave a link down below. And if you're interested in the entire series, I'll also leave a link down below where you can find them. There were some other little things in there. A little note, which was really sweet. And I have some bookmarks, which I really like. This is the one for the 3rd book, which is signed again. And this is actually the cover of the 1st book that I don't have because I have the proof copy. And then also for, oh, this is also the cover of that book. Yeah, for the other books, which I really like. And this is, I think these are, oh, focus. These are short stories that she wrote also about Dreamworld, which I haven't which I haven't read yet, because I think they're ebooks and I'm not really knowledgeable on ebooks, so I still have to buy these and read them someday. But I'm really happy about these because I sort of collect bookmarks, and you can never have enough. That was all that I wanted to show you, so yeah. These are the 3 books. If you're interested in a fantasy that's a little bit different, has a lot of mystery to it because you don't know what's going on in the beginning, especially it's a little bit, you know, with all these Dreamworld rules, which aren't that hard by the way, but you just have to get used to them a little bit. And you don't know what's going on till it's explained. Oh jeez. That's how books work. I think the heat's getting to me. Anyway, I really love this series, so yeah, if you're interested in dragons, a little bit different fantasy, especially if you're interested in dreams, and yeah, I don't know, I really like the series. She has other books coming out as well, so I'm just gonna leave a link to her Twitter and her blog and stuff like that in case you're interested, and you can see it for yourself. That's all I had to say. I hope you really liked this video. If you want me to do more videos about certain series that I like, or maybe some books that I like that not a lot of people might know, or that I've read like ages ago, so I don't know, maybe you've never heard of it, or I just never talked about it on my channel, let me know if you'd be interested in that down in the comments. And yeah, I keep saying yeah a lot. By the way, the t-shirt that I'm wearing is a really vintage t-shirt of the Beatles that my mom actually bought when she was like 16 years old, and I'm wearing now, because we're going to Paul McCartney tonight. Not his house, unfortunately, but a concert. He's coming to Amsterdam. I think the last time he came was like 43 years ago. Not the Netherlands, but Amsterdam in particular, which is nice because Amsterdam is actually closer than all the other venues that he might have gone to. And we're going tonight. I'm really excited because my first ever concert was Paul McCartney, and I really liked it then, and that was probably like 10 years ago. So I'm really glad that I'm going. This has been a bit of a random video with my hair, and then what I actually want to talk about, the books, and then Paul McCartney. But whatever. I hope you have a lovely day. And if you want to make me... Ah, spider! Oh, God. Not funny, almost landed on my head. Snel. Hij lowert hier naar beneden. Zie je hem?
Oh ja.
Pijn op mijn hoofd.
Kijk hoor. Okay.
That was terrifying.
Get up on camera.
Yeah. Okay, so that was horrifying. Spider just lowered itself really slowly right next to my face. So I had to call my brother to catch it. I was almost tempted to kill it, but I never kill spiders or any of those creatures if I can help it. I'm a bit terrified now. Bye! If you want to make me feel better, subscribe. That's horrible. Goodbye.